The year is 1888, and London is in the grip of Jack the Ripper's murderous spree. Scotland Yard has yet to catch him, and time is running out for the women of the city. Fearful whispers fill the fog-laden streets as citizens try to stay safe inside their homes after dark, but not all are in danger. In fact, some are secretly hunting the very creature that stalks them in the night. They are the Crimson Guard, an ancient society sworn to protect mankind from the scourge of vampires. And they're about to get their greatest test yet. As the sun sets over London, casting long shadows across the cobblestones, a young woman named Mina Harker nervously walks home alone. Her father, a well-known doctor, has been called away in the middle of the night to attend to an emergency, and she's worried about walking alone. Suddenly, a man steps out of the darkness and begins to follow her. Mina quickens her pace, but he keeps up with her easily. She can feel his eyes boring into her back, but she refuses to let fear paralyze her. As he gets closer, she turns and faces him, her heart pounding in her chest. "Can I help you?" she asks, her voice shaking slightly. The man's face is hidden in the shadows of his hat, but she can sense his predatory grin. "Just a little lost, my dear," he purrs, taking a step closer. "Perhaps you could help me find my way." Panic rises within her, but before it can consume her, a sharp whistle cuts through the air. The man's head snaps up, and he disappears into the fog. Mina, trembling, looks around for the source of the noise, finding a tall man in a long coat standing near an alley. Shaking, Mina continues on her way, unaware that she's just narrowly escaped the clutches of Jack the Ripper, one of London's most notorious serial killers. Unbeknownst to her, the man who saved her was Abraham Van Helsing, a member of the Crimson Guard, a secret society dedicated to hunting down and destroying vampires. For centuries, they have protected humanity from the creatures of the night, but now they face their greatest challenge yet. Jack the Ripper may not be human, and the stakes have never been higher. At their headquarters, a Gothic mansion hidden away in the heart of London, the other members of the Crimson Guard are gathered. There's Dr. John Seward, a close friend of Van Helsing's and a man who has dedicated his life to science and the hunt. Lucy Westenra, a former music hall performer turned vampire hunter, whose wit and charm often belie a deadly seriousness. And Arthur Holmwood, a nobleman who turned his back on the privileges of his class to join the Guard and protect the innocent. Each of them brings unique skills and experience to the table, but they are all united by one purpose: destroying vampires. They study maps of Jack's murders, searching for a pattern that connects them. And as they do, Van Helsing speaks. "We must think like our quarry. To hunt vampires, we must first become vampires." His words hang in the air, heavy with meaning. But even more importantly, they must understand what it means to be a vampire. In the ensuing discussion, Lucy suggests that Jack may be using victims' blood to sustain himself, which would explain why he targets prostitutes, people society views as disposable and unimportant. Mina, who was attacked by Jack, listens intently, her mind racing. Could this be the key to catching him? With a new sense of determination, Mina volunteers to go out into the streets again, hoping to lure Jack into another attack. The others protest, not wanting to put her in danger, but she insists, refusing to let fear control her. "After all," she says, "if we don't stop him, who knows how many more lives he'll take." Seward will stay behind to watch over Mina, while Holmes and Van Helsing will be nearby, ready to intervene if necessary. Lucy will serve as Mina's decoy, drawing Jack's attention away from her. It's a risky plan, but it's their best chance at stopping Jack. Finally, as the clock tower chimes midnight, he appears, stalking towards Lucy with the same predatory grace he used to kill his other victims. She plays along, leading him deeper into the maze of London's dark underbelly. Meanwhile, Mina finds herself growing increasingly uneasy as the minutes pass and Jack remains at large. The thought of Lucy being out there alone with him sends a chill down her spine. But she knows that she must trust her companions. With a deep breath, she tries to calm her nerves, forcing herself to focus on the task at hand. Suddenly she hears a commotion in the distance, the sound of struggle and the echo of gunshots. Her heart pounds in her chest as she wonders if everything's all right. Has Jack attacked Lucy? Did Van Helsing manage to defend her? Mina's mind races, but she pushes the thoughts away, knowing that worrying won't help. She can only trust that her friends are capable and that they have a plan. Back on the dark and winding streets, Lucy manages to lead Jack away from the other hunters. As the chase continues, she feels the weight of his gaze upon her, a constant reminder of the danger that she's in. Just when she thinks she might escape his clutches, he strikes, knocking her to the ground and pinning her down with his body. With a triumphant grin on his face, he prepares to end her life. But suddenly, the fog around them parts, and a figure steps out of the shadows. It's Van Helsing, his face grim and determined. He wasted no time, lunging at Jack with a stake in hand, ready to put an end to his reign of terror once and for all. Mina, still at the safe house, hears the commotion outside and her heart races. With bated breath, she listens for any sign of resolution, hoping for a swift and decisive outcome. The silence that follows is deafening, amplifying the suspense and leaving Mina in a state of agonizing anticipation. As the fight between Van Helsing and Jack intensifies, Mina's anxiety grows. She paces the room restlessly, unable to sit still. Her mind conjures up images of the struggle, of Van Helsing perhaps being overwhelmed by Jack's strength and ferocity. But she pushes those thoughts away, refusing to succumb to fear or despair. Suddenly, the sound of footsteps breaks the silence, and Mina's head snaps up, her eyes searching the door. Van Helsing emerges, his face etched with grim determination. The sight of him alone is enough to send a jolt of fear through her, making her question the outcome of the confrontation. However, she quickly gathers herself, forcing her expression to remain calm and steady. As Van Helsing approaches, Mina forces herself to keep her voice level and steady. She knows that her reaction will influence the emotional state of those around her. She doesn't want to inadvertently convey her true feelings of fear and uncertainty. Van Helsing, noticing Mina's composure, nods his head slightly in acknowledgement. Though his face remains stoic, his eyes betraying none of the turmoil that may have been raging within him during the battle. He wastes no time in breaking the silence, launching directly into a recount of the intense struggle he had with Jack. With every word, the weight of the encounter becomes clearer, revealing the sheer intensity and danger that had been present. Despite the gravity of the situation, Mina listens intently, her gaze fixed on Van Helsing. Her demeanor is one of quiet strength, her face betraying the turmoil she feels, yet she remains resolute. As Van Helsing concludes his tale, the full scope of the battle becomes clear. Jack's ferocity, his strength, and the lengths to which he went are laid bare. Yet, amidst the grim narrative, there's a glimmer of triumph. A collective sigh seems to escape Mina's lips, a physical manifestation of the tension that's been building within her throughout Van Helsing's recount. Relief washes over her, bringing with it a wave of gratitude and admiration for the brave souls who faced Jack and brought him down. But as the adrenaline rush of the moment subsides, a new set of emotions takes over. Questions, doubts, and fears resurface. Despite the victory, the battle has taken its toll, and the weight of the events settles in. Mina finds herself grappling with the aftermath of the confrontation, aware that while Jack is gone, the scars of his terror will remain. As the night draws to a close, the members of the Crimson Guard gather together in the aftermath of their grueling battle with Jack the Ripper. They stand united, bound together by their shared experiences and the common goal that drives them. Their faces, though etched with fatigue and the toll of the night's events, reflect the strength and resilience that has become their hallmark. The somber mood is a testament to the heavy price they've paid in their relentless pursuit of justice. Amidst the quiet contemplation, a sense of camaraderie settles over the group. They exchange glances, each understanding the sacrifices and challenges they've all endured. In the shared silence, there is a profound acknowledgement of the losses they've suffered and the bravery it took to confront such darkness. The weight of their mission, the eternal struggle against the forces of evil, rests heavily on their shoulders. They are the protectors of humanity, and with that responsibility comes a profound sense of duty and sacrifice. Yet even in the darkest of hours, a glimmer of hope persists. The memory of those lost serves as a driving force, fueling their determination to carry on. For them, the fight for justice and the defense of humanity is not just a duty, but a testament to the enduring power of good over evil. And so the Crimson Guard stands resolute, ready to face whatever new challenges may arise. They are the silent guardians, forever vigilant, forever battling the shadows that threaten to consume the world. And as the first rays of dawn begin to paint the sky, they prepare themselves for the battles yet to come, their spirits unbroken, their resolve unyielding. And as the first rays of dawn begin to paint the sky, they prepare themselves for the battles yet to come, their spirits unbroken, their resolve unyielding.